So welcome to the Shanti Meditation for Beginners program.
Добро пожаловать на программу Шанти медитации для начинающих.
And today we are in the 4th episode.
И сегодня мы остановимся на 4-м эпизоде.
So how the 4 aids help succeed in Shanti meditation?
Каким образом 4 помощника помогают нам преуспеть в медитации?
So always remember clearly that any meditation has threefold objectives. One is to manage pain, second is to achieve well-being, third is to discover inner peace and happiness.
Итак, мы должны всегда помнить, что шанти-медитация имеет следующие цели. Это помочь нам осознать внутренний мир и покой, разбить способы мышления и поведения и помочь нам справиться со стрессом.
So, think of it that you have anxiety, stress, conflict, physical pain, asthma, or other illnesses at the personal, professional, and social level. They are your pain points.
Мы предполагаем, что у человека существуют проблемы на социальном, на ментальном, на личном уровне, и эти проблемы, они являются болевыми точками, к которым мы прилагаем усилия.
And remember, when you experience these challenges, the meditation becomes a big challenge.
И когда у человека действительно есть такие проблемы, то медитация превращается в большое затруднение.
I can talk of higher practices of mindfulness and Shanti meditation, but it will not bring any result.
Можно долго говорить о высших практиках, связанных с шанти-медитацией, но это не принесет сколь-либо ощутимого результата.
So what happens that once you are able to manage your pain, then the second level comes that internally, are we living at an optimum level of well-being?
И когда мы сможем уже справляться с внутренней болью в каком-либо из ее проявлений, то тогда на передний план выходит вопрос, насколько достаточен наш уровень благосостояния для того, чтобы практиковать.
So then the mind is free from all the challenges from outside, and you are ready for awakening to inner peace and happiness.
Когда ум уже свободен от внешних проблем, от внешних забот, только тогда человек имеет возможность посвятить себя в шанти-медитации и погрузиться в нее.
You know, the Buddha suffered a lot of challenges and the problems with 26 masters. They made him crazy. Later on, the last master, Alar Kalam, said, stop doing anything. Sit under a tree and be mindful.
Если брать историю Будды, то мы увидим, что у него было 26 учителей, которые учили его различным практикам и доводили его до сумасшествия, но его последний учитель сказал ему: оставь все свои практики, сядь под дерево и будь внимательным.
So we have done until today the episode 1 introduction, second what meditation is and is not, Then we discussed about the 4 fundamentals of meditation. All you can access these episodes on YouTube videos.
Итак, до сегодняшнего дня мы уже с вами прошли 3 эпизода. Первый эпизод – это вступление, второй эпизод – это чем медитация является и чем медитация не является. Третий эпизод – это 4 ступени в практике медитации. И все эти эпизоды вы можете найти в записи на YouTube.
So I offer 10 programs. There are hundreds of practices. Find out what suits you. Not a single size fits all. Remember, that is very important.
У Гуруджи существует множество разных практик. Он меняет эти практики в зависимости от аудитории. И необходимо понимать, что нет такой универсальной практики, которая подошла бы всем.
Change the brain by changing the mind. I met one guy last week and he said, no, I Googled all the information about meditation. Now I listen to your talk, I want to do the practice.
Нам необходимо менять свой мозг посредством изменения своего образа мышления. Однажды недавно Гуруджи встретил одного человека, который сказал ему, что у меня есть такие-то проблемы, и я хочу заняться медитацией.
This is like the crazy driving breaks the car, and the crazy mind breaks the life, and you result into stress, anxiety, and the problems.
Обычно человек, который живет обычной жизнью, он подобен, его мозг подобен водителю, сумасшедшему водителю, который разбивает свою машину. Точно так же наш ум разбивает наше тело, наше сознание с помощью своего сумасшествия.
So we need 3 types of qualities of the mind. There must be a choice. We should be in the state of cheerfulness and a natural concentration. That leads to success in any meditation.
Должны присутствовать 3 состояния ума или 3 предпосылки для того, чтобы заниматься медитацией. Первая предпосылка у нас должен быть выбор. Вторая предпосылка ум должен находиться в таком приподнятом, в хорошем настроении, скажем так. And what was the third one, Guruji, please?
Natural concentration.
Okay. И третья предпосылка – это должна присутствовать концентрация.
So now we are coming to the 4 aids, 4 helpers that helps you succeed in any meditation.
Теперь мы переходим к 4 помощникам, которые нам сопутствуют на пути в Шанти медитации.
It is not that what you learn from the Google. It is the basic principles of meditation should be properly understood.
И когда вы начинаете заниматься шанти-медитацией, то важно не те определения, которые вы найдете в Гугле, а важен именно правильный подход к выполнению практики.
Mind has not to gather information, but mind has to understand what is self and what is non-self.
Важно, чтобы ум не просто собирал информацию, важно, чтобы ум понимал, что мы понимаем под «я», и что в этом термине «истинное я» отличается от неистинного «я» применительно к шанти-медитации.
And once you understand the self and the non-self, You have to contemplate to remove all the doubts from the mind, and the meditation begins.
И когда вы понимаете, в чем разница между истинным «я» и неистинным «я», то тогда вы размышляете над этим тезисом, и начинается шанти-медитация.
And that is why I'm bringing in these principles in Shanti meditation for beginners.
Именно поэтому Гуруджи такое внимание большое уделяет этим принципам в курсе шанти-медитации для начинающих.
Oh, sorry. Second aid is intense aspiration, means the right desire.
Второй помощник – это интенсивное устремление или правильное устремление.
If you are other-oriented, if you are some abstract, imaginary, God-oriented, then your mind is always running outside. If you are self-oriented, then you become a seeker.
Если ваш ум обращен вовне, если вы, например, обращены на какого-то воображаемого Бога, то тогда в этом есть проблема. А если вы направлены внутрь себя, то тогда вы становитесь истинным искателем.
You have to desire for your own self. That is the right desire.
Ваше устремление должно быть направлено на ваше истинное «Я». Таково правильное устремление.
And if you don't desire that peace and the happiness inside, forget about meditation.
А если у вас нет устремления, которое направлено на внутренний мир и покой и счастье, то тогда вам нужно забыть о медитации.
The third helper is the live teacher. He personalizes the program. He addresses your challenges of the mind.
Третий помощник – это ваш учитель, настоящий живой учитель, который занимается тем, что подстраивает, настраивает практики в зависимости от типа ученика, от способностей ученика и от его особенностей.
You see that if you Google the information about meditation, it gives you 1 million hits.
Если вы, например, в Гугле наберете термин «медитация», то вы увидите около миллиона вариантов трактовки этого слова.
It does not tell you what is your current state. Only the live teacher can tell you.
Но, тем не менее, Google не сможет вам дать ответ на вопрос, каково ваше состояние текущее, где вы находитесь сейчас. Только живой учитель сможет дать ответ на этот вопрос.
And then the teacher addresses you, not your question, to find the solution.
И тогда учитель дает ответы на ваши истинные вопросы, а не на те вопросы, которые вы задаете.
The fourth helper is the time. Time teaches the patience.
И четвертый помощник – это время. Время помогает выработать терпение.
In Outliers, a famous book, the bestseller, says that you need 10,000 hours to perfect anything in this world.
В одной книге говорится, что необходимо 10 тысяч часов для того, чтобы довести нечто до совершенства.
I'm not saying 10,000 hours. I'm only saying 1,000 hours makes one perfect in meditation.
Гуруджи не говорит, что нужно 10 тысяч часов, он говорит, что всего 1000 часов требуется для того, чтобы достичь совершенства.
So let us follow the 5 steps from authentic tradition. Every step helps you to go deeper, and it also helps you to personalize the practices, leave past experiences for the new experiences to take over.
Итак, давайте перейдем к практике, практике, которая берет начало в древних традициях, и эта практика изменена была так, чтобы она смогла подойти вам, и выполняя эту практику, постарайтесь оставить все прошлые воспоминания, все прошлые впечатления и пребывайте в настоящем.
In the next episode, we will be working on how do you prepare yourself for Shanti meditation, you practice and you return.
В следующем эпизоде мы будем говорить о самой практике шанти-медитации, о том, как в нее входить, как в ней пребывать и как из нее выходить.
Very important for you to share your experiences. Remember, as I have been telling you all,
помните, что очень важно в конце практики делиться своими впечатлениями, как Гуруджи уже неоднократно упоминал.
And you should read the disclaimer also on my website for practice of the Shanti meditation.
И также Гуруджи предлагает посетить его сайт и прочитать там о шанти-медитации.
Let us start the Shanti meditation today.
Давайте начнем нашу практику сегодня.
So in the step 1, the happy, relaxed and steady state. This is a preparatory state. Close your eyes, sit or lie down in any posture that you feel comfortable. Any posture will do. So, your eyes are closed and you are aware, you know that your eyes are closed. You have adopted a comfortable posture and you are aware of it. How are you aware of it? You look at the neck joint, you feel the sensation and become aware. Shoulder joints awareness, hip joints, knees, ankles, and the toes. You are comfortable. The second point in the preparation is being carefree, free from all the cares of the mind. My friends, try to follow the step 1. You may listen it again, you may record it in your cell phone and do the step, only the single first step, at least 5 or 6 times a day. It takes hardly 5 minutes. However, the change next week. Being carefree means the senses attracts the objects due to the mind and its conditioning. So we are not following that attraction. For example, I hear the noise of AC in my room. I'm aware of the light, the walls, and a lot of other things. But my mind is naturally focused on giving this teaching. Same thing applies. Your mind should leave everything that is outside you. Second, the mind, if it is thinking, let it think. If it is bringing in any thought from the memory, let it come and go. You experience as if you have become lighter. You're not paying any attention to any thought that enters into your mind and that goes away from your. See the point. Third point in the first step is being casual. Last week I discussed and made you understand the body grows on its own horizontally and vertically. The breath is moving on its own. You do nothing 24 by 7. And also the mind is bringing in these thoughts in. They are coming and they are going. What I have to do? Do nothing. So the moment your mind says, let me control my thought, it is making me crazy. So the more you control your thought, the more you become crazy. So once you complete the first step, then check yourself. Are you steady? Is the body steady? Yes. Is the body seem to relax? Why? Because the mind has started withdrawing inside. Third, are you cheerful and happy? To take a journey to the mindfulness, which I say higher mindfulness is Shanti meditation. So to see the first step is the preparatory step is done. Follow the same 5-step. Today again in a different way. So the first step is known as dharana. The moment you think of driving your home from the work, you have created dharana. You do it all the time. That is why I'm saying Shanti meditation is so easy. Way, the first step is to confine the territory of the mind. You confine the territory of the mind by saying, now I'm driving home. But if you don't create that dharana, then you are simply driving. You don't know where you will go. Clear. So second step, look at the head and the neck and the space all around the head and the neck. Again, coming to the same fundamental. So two experiences. There is a body, there is a head and the neck, and there is a sensation. You are aware of that sensation on the head and the neck. The right arm. So right arm, there is a sensation, and there is a space all around the right arm. Just be there. So what happens? Your mind is not ready to be there. It wants to do something. And if it wants to do something, you have to go back to the first step. Because it is not a personal session, so that's I don't give those teachings. So that is why I told you to do the first step 5 or 6 times a day, record it, and in your smartphone, you will realize the difference. Look at the left arm and the space all around the left arm. So you become aware your experience is the left arm and the space all around. Rib cage, the chest and the space all around. So return again, become aware of your experience, sensation, and the space. How simple it is. You know, when you confine the territory of the mind, what happens? You are naturally rejecting all the thought and the thinking from your mind. Naturally. It is a natural focus. I talked about it in the 4 helpers today. I told you that meditation has to be understood based on the principles of the Eastern wisdom. Manuals of the Eastern wisdom are different from the principles of the science, specifically the mental science of psychology and look at the right leg and the space all around the right leg. So what happens? You raise the awareness of the mind, looking at the right leg and the space all around. The goal of three phrases, 3 words can be used for all meditation journey: going within, living within, awakening within. And that is what we are doing here. Look at the left leg, the space all around, dharana. The entire body from the top to the toes, the weight is lying down in a happy, relaxed and steady state, or it is sitting. Along with it, there is a space all around that is also a fact, but you are experiencing it consciously. The first step is done. Out of the 5 steps, the first was the preparatory step. Now moving to the next step is known as a Pratyahara. I have been giving an example. You park the car outside and you reach at the door of your home. What happens to the mind? The mind leaves the neighbor's home, the streets, the car, everything. Mind is naturally focused to enter into your own home, isn't it? That is our second step. So look at the head and the neck. You are aware of the space. Now leave the space. Let the mind be on the head and the neck. I'm using another phrase. Understand? Let the mind become the head and the neck. You see, that is what I call a 1% personalization. You have become the head and the neck. The way you are in the front door of your home, you leave all the neighbors. What happens when you become head and the neck? Everything outside is left. And there is a conscious experience of sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. See the point. It is not any effort that you are doing. What is the effort? You're asking the mind to do something. Here we are asking the mind, do you know this? Here it is. Become aware of both the arms and the space all around. Okay. And now leave the space. Let your mind become the right arm. Mind and the right arm are one now. And there comes a conscious experience of sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. I will still follow the 5-step in Shanti meditation, but I will change my expression because of you. Because your mind needs that to succeed. Look at the left arm, leave the space, let the mind be on the left arm, let the mind become the left arm. And your experience of sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. Do you know that the moment the mind looks at something, it becomes that thing? We need to be aware of that fact. Look at the chest and mind be on the chest. Let the mind become the chest. And sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. Look at the belly and the space all around. Leave the space all around the belly. Let the mind be on the belly. Become the belly. And sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. Look at the right leg. Leave the space. Let the mind become the right leg. Or I can say them, let the mind merge into the right leg. Normally, in day-to-day life, we say, oh, you are obsessed with something. Mind doesn't want to leave that object, that person, that article, that location. So here it is, our body. Sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. Look at the left leg. Leave the space. Let the mind be on the left leg. Let the mind become the left leg. And sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. The entire body, from top to the toes. Let the mind become the body. Because mind is aware and free. When the mind becomes the body, it takes the physical form. With awareness, it experiences the sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. Second step is done. Now moving to the third step out of the 5 steps is known as Antaryatra, the inner journey. Inner journey is normally unknown to the mind. So we don't ask what, how, where, when. We simply keep the mind in the state of awareness and attention. Look inside the head and the neck and just be there. So when awareness and attention is there inside the head and the neck, you experience the space. You may experience some sensation. And I translate, if you experience the sensation inside the head, that is calmness. And if you become aware of the space inside the head and the neck, it is the state of quietness. What a simple way. You go to the sea beach and you start looking at an ocean or the sea. And your mind goes too far. There is nothing in between. What happens? Calmness. That is what I'm talking about. Look inside the right arm. Be there. Just be there. Being there, calmness and quietness. So what I guided you in the first 2 sessions, look at the left arm the way I guided you in the first 2 sessions. Become aware of sensation, relaxation, and stillness. So when you don't share that, your experiences have to continue the same way. And then you look inside the left arm. You are there, the space, the sensation, experience the sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. Look at the rib cage. So the outside is the sensation, relaxation, and stillness, and inside calmness and brightness. But it is good when we progress, when we need to only experience what lies inside, so the mind continues to live within. So you have to tell me, I need not to say it, so that I can explore together the deeper within you. So look at the belly, inside, space and the sensation, calmness and quietness is there. Look inside the right leg, calmness and quietness. We are not asking because we are entering into an unknown territory. We are on a journey to discovery. We are not on a journey to research. When you research, you know beforehand. When you discover, you enter into the unknown. What it means by entering into the unknown? You don't depend on the mind to Google out the information or your memories to extract the information to think. Awareness and attention is inside the left leg. Awareness and attention is inside the left leg. Just be there and experience the what? Calmness and the quietness. Look inside the entire body, from the top to the toes. Anywhere, everywhere inside the body. Aren't you aware of your entire home that you have been living for so many years? What about this live home? We are not at all aware. We have to take care of so many things outside. See the point? And when you are aware and attention is there inside, we experience a sense of calmness and the quietness as if there is no one there. Means what? You may say there is nothingness. But who knows there is nothingness? You. So it means you are already there. That is the key. That stage we have to experience. Then moving to the next step is known as the Pratyak Chetana. Pratyak means inward moving, mind. What happens? I told you just now. You park the car outside, you're set to go inside your home, you move inside, finished. But after that, if you move out again, and you move in again, you move out again, you move in again, or you left something in the car and you go back. That is why the first 3 steps are done. That the mind does not take you outside every time you have started living with it. So what should happen in the 4th step? Simple. Look at the breath. The breath goes in and out. Feel the sensation of the breath and do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. When you do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath, in the state of calmness and quietness, in the state of sensation, relaxation, and stillness, state of being comfortable, carefree, and casual, that state is explained by a metaphor of a flame in a dark night, not affected by the wind because the wind is not there. So the wind in the mind are all thoughts, imagination, fancies, forgetfulness. And the outer layer of the wind is the body is itching, it is causing a problem, body is constantly moving. Then what happens? The mind goes there, mind leaves inside. In that state, the mind is on the breath, going in and out, feeling the sensation, no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. So what the mind experiences, first it knows it is living within. Second, it knows it is living in the state of quietness. Means what? There is nobody there. But when we say nobody is there, you are there. And mind is living within in the state of sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Means what? The mind has nothing to worry about the body. See the point? And in the state of being comfortable, carefree, and casual. So there are many unconscious fears in the mind, and those fears are dropped when you live into that experience. Nothing to think, worry, imagine. Awareness and attention inside on the breath. We add one more point. We explore something. The breath goes in. Let the mind merge in the inner space of that quietness. The mind comes to an end. How? The same way the breath comes out, the mind merges in the space outside. Where is this merging? In that state of inward moving mind, the mind merges in the inner space like a drop of a water has an intense aspiration, desire, drops out of the cloud, starts falling down, and that drop has a desire to merge. So the same way the mind, when it goes in with the breath, it drops and merges into the space inside. The breath comes out, it merges again into the space. The life of a drop succeeds when the drop merges into an ocean. Well, it can fall on the mountain, it burns, evaporates, goes back again, waits to become a drop, starts falling again. It's a continuous journey, the cycle of birth and the death. See the point? And when it merges into an ocean, it becomes an ocean. Being aware and becoming an ocean is the state of mindfulness, is the state of emptiness. The emptiness can never be understood by the mind. Mind says, I have thoughts. It doesn't mean anything related to mindfulness. And the mind, the drop of water merges into an ocean where the drop has gone. Can the drop find itself? No. So when the mind merges completely, can it say, I have a lot of thoughts? No. Same way. Now doing nothing, remain as you are in the state of being. The fifth step of merging are explained in our Eastern wisdom as a bhavatit, manotit. There are a lot of words. I'm using bhavatit. And Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let there be peace, peace, and peace. Bring your awareness on the right hand, your awareness on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside. So you open the eyes inside the palms, know your experiences. Now is the time to share your experiences. Those who are watching on YouTube, I will also open the YouTube so you can share your experiences there also. There is no issue. So now is the time to share your experiences. Come on. Eliona, Dennis, Kate, and Dennis, Samir.
Yes, sir. Can I talk to you, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, it was very peaceful, and some thoughts were coming in between. They were coming and going and coming and going. One or two talks carried me away, but it was not that that I went away with the thoughts.
Very good.
I just for 1 or 2 or 4 or 5 seconds, that's it.
Yeah.
And after that, I came back on your words.
Wonderful. I think that is a good experience. That is a wonderful experience. So when you say only 1 or 2 thoughts, in fact, the mind was deep within. That was the state of Shanti meditation. So Dennis writes that I felt heaviness and stillness in the body during the meditation, and now feeling and relaxed. Yesterday I had one private session who asked me to help him reduce and minimize his anxiety and discover inner peace. So he shared his experiences that he was feeling forgetful. You know, sometimes we say forgetfulness means that is a negative term. So I asked him to explain. So he said, no, I totally forgot where the body is, how the body is. I never felt if the body is with me, and I was happy. So sometime you need to share your experiences, whether it is moving in a right direction or it is moving in a wrong direction. You see that is why I inspire you. Eleona writes, it was very pleasant experience. Be with the pleasant experience, my friend, of living inside sensations of the body. Sometimes I felt the sound or vibrations from outside were a part of me. Now I feel calmer and refreshed. Yes, such a beautiful explanation. Everyone can explain. Teacher who will say, do what I say. That means belief. Belief destroys meditation. Openness helps you to succeed. Wonderful experience, Eleona. Yeah, there are many sounds continuously going deep inside us, and the mind picks up something and it helps. And sometimes the mind becomes more and more aware and attentive of the outer sounds. These are the different ways of the mind. So we continue the journey, and so you continued. Kate now writes, thank you, Guruji. I could relax at first, and then at time I felt to a deep relax without thinking. You see that? There are 2 parts of it. Sometimes you are aware that you are not thinking. That is a wonderful state. So thinking is too far from you. That state of meditation. So someone wrote in the YouTube, good meditation. So I do not understand whether I guided you a good meditation or whether he or she has good practice of meditation. So anyhow, that is okay. I appreciate you have started sharing. Thank you, and we will next week we will see that how to prepare, practice, and experience the deeper state of Shanti meditation, which is a part of the higher mindfulness practice. With these words, thank you. Be in peace and keep smiling.